Cabbage, the crunchy genius of the garden. It's basically a leafy green brain, full of nutrients, wisdom, and the power to turn into coleslaw, kimchi, or the best crunchy burger topping ever. But how do you grow this veggie mastermind? Stick around and I'll show you. Oh, and by the way, if you stick around to the end, I've got a weird cabbage fact that might just blow your mind. Be sure to check out our free app to see which vegetables are perfect for your unique situation. Let's get started. Step 1. Picking the right spot. Cabbage loves the sun. Like that one friend who always wants to sit by the window at brunch. Find a spot that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. 8 is even better. But here's the catch. Cabbage hates extreme heat. If you live in a super hot climate, consider partial shade or planting in early spring or fall. Soil is key. Loamy, well-draining soil with lots of organic matter equals happy cabbage. If your soil is too sandy or clay-heavy, mix in compost before planting. Pro tip: if your soil holds water like a sponge, mix in some sand. If it drains too fast, add more compost. Cabbage is picky, but in the best way. Step 2. Planting cabbage like a pro. When to plant? Cabbage grows best in cool weather, so plant in early spring for a summer harvest or late summer for a fall harvest. How to plant? If using seeds, plant seeds. 1/4 to 1.5 inch deep in trays or directly in the ground. Keep the soil moist but not soggy. Seeds should sprout in about a week. If using seedlings, space them 12-18 inches apart, because nobody likes a crowded room. If planting in rows, keep at least 24 inches between rows. Fun fact: some people say talking to your plants makes them grow better. So don't be afraid to tell your cabbage it's the most beautiful vegetable in the garden. Step 3. Watering and feeding. Because cabbage is a hungry baby. Cabbage is like a toddler. It needs constant food and water. Watering tips. Water 1 to 1.5 inches per week. That's about a full sports water bottle. Too much water? Cabbage gets root rot. Too little water? Cabbage throws a tantrum and refuses to grow. Feeding your cabbage. Use a balanced fertilizer, 10 to 10 to 10, every 2 to 3 weeks. If you prefer organic, side dress with compost tea or fish emulsion. Pro tip: want bigger heads? Mulch around your plants to keep moisture in and weeds out. Step 4. Protect your cabbage from pests, the sneaky cabbage thieves. You're not the only one who loves cabbage. Pests are the ultimate cabbage criminals. Common cabbage enemies: cabbage loopers and caterpillars. These guys chew holes in the leaves. Aphids, tiny, sap-sucking villains. Cabbage root maggots, underground saboteurs. How to protect your cabbage. Cover with row covers to keep bugs from laying eggs. Use natural predators, ladybugs and parasitic wasps. Love eating aphids. DIY spray. Mix 1 teaspoon dish soap plus 1 quart water, spray on leaves. Sprinkle diatomaceous earth to keep crawling insects at bay. Weird tip: some gardeners swear by planting marigolds or onions nearby. Pests hate the smell. Step 5. Harvest your cabbage like a boss. Alright, after 70-90 days, your cabbage should be firm, round, and ready for the big moment. How to know when it's ready? Squeeze the head. It should feel solid, not squishy. If it's loose, wait a little longer. How to harvest? 1. Grab a sharp knife. 2. Cut at the base, about 1 inch above the ground. 3. Remove the outer leaves. Pro tip: leave the roots in the ground. Sometimes small baby cabbages will sprout from the stem. Final thought: weird cabbage fact. Here's a wild fact: cabbage has been to space. NASA actually grew cabbage on the International Space Station to test plant growth in zero gravity. That means your cabbage could be more of an astronaut than you. Want more fun gardening tips? Subscribe now. You can grow it.